his old friend until he recognized him. It was a bright, hot afternoon in Ouagadougou, the capital of Burkina Faso. President Ibrahim Traore had just finished a surprise visit to a local school. His convoy waited at the curb, engines quietly humming, when something caught his eye. By the roadside, slumped against a cracked, dusty wall, sat a man with a tin cup before him. His clothes were torn and stained, hair streaked with uneven patches of gray. His sunken eyes carried the weight of years of hardship. Passers-by moved on without a glance, as if he were part of the pavement. Ibrahim's brow furrowed. Why does he look familiar? Wait here, he told his security. His voice left no room for argument. The man looked up, squinting against the sunlight, his lips parted in disbelief. Ibrahim? His voice cracked. Ibrahim's chest tightened. Musa? He stepped closer, searching the gaunt face. Yes, it was him, once full of life, now just a shadow. Musa tried to rise, knees trembling. It's really you, he whispered. It's me, Ibrahim said, gripping his shoulder. What happened to you? Tears welled in Musa's eyes, quickly brushed away. It's a long story, not one I ever thought I'd tell you, not like this. Come with me, we'll talk. Musa glanced at his bare feet. I can't. Not like this. I'm not fit to enter your car. You're my friend. That's what matters. Ibrahim's tone left no space for refusal. Minutes later, Musa was at the presidential residence. He bathed, changed into clean clothes, and was seated before steaming dishes. He ate slowly, almost cautiously, as if the food might vanish. Between bites, his eyes flickered between gratitude and shame. When the plates were cleared, Ibrahim poured 2 glasses of juice and sat across from him. Now, he said gently, tell me, you were one of the brightest men I knew. What happened? Musa stared at the glass, then sighed. It started 3 years ago, he began. He spoke of his life as a respected school principal in Bobo Dioulasso, how he built a small house from his savings and married a woman named Stella. At first we were happy, or so I thought, but she grew distant, always on her phone, quick to snap over nothing. I thought it was stress. I ignored the signs. His voice faltered. One afternoon I came home early and found her in our bed with another man. Ibrahim's jaw tightened. What did you do? I walked out, Musa whispered. I couldn't fight. I was shaking. And she didn't even apologize. She followed me outside and said it was over, told me to leave my own house, because he was the one she loved now. Ibrahim's eyes narrowed. Leave the house you built? Yes, Musa said bitterly. I refused. She took me to court, lied that she'd paid for the house, even brought fake documents. The judge believed her. I was thrown out. What about your job? I lost that too. Every bit of savings went to lawyers. Soon I had nothing. No home, no work, no dignity. I stayed with a friend, but shame ate at me. I left, ended up under bridges, begging for scraps, eating once a day if I was lucky. And every time I closed my eyes, I saw her, laughing with him. His head bowed, tears slipping down his cheeks. I became a shadow. I wanted to die, Ibrahim. I truly wanted to die. President Ibrahim Traore rose from his chair, his voice steady but full of warmth. Musa, you didn't deserve any of this, but I promise you, your story will change. Musa's eyes lifted slowly. You still call me your friend? After seeing me like this? Ibrahim's gaze softened. Musa, I never stopped. That night, Musa slept soundly for the first time in years. Meanwhile, Ibrahim sat in his office, untouched papers scattered before him, his thoughts fixed on the man who had once stood by his side in school, sharing books, shielding him from bullies, urging him to dream. He gripped his pen with quiet resolve. I'll give him a fresh start. The next morning, Musa awoke to the scent of warm bread and fried eggs. The soft bed, clean sheets, and neatly folded clothes felt unreal compared to the cold pavement of the day before. A gentle knock sounded. Come in, he said. A staff member entered with a tray. Good morning, sir. The president asked me to serve you. Musa sat up, still stunned. Thank you, truly. As he ate, the thought kept repeating in his mind. Yesterday I was a beggar. Today, I'm a guest in the presidential residence. What will tomorrow bring? Later, in the garden, Ibrahim greeted him in simple clothes, his presence calm but commanding. Musa, your story broke my heart, he said. I didn't mean to bring trouble into your home, Musa murmured. You didn't bring trouble, Ibrahim replied. You brought truth, and truth should lead to action. Action? Musa asked, uncertain. I've made arrangements, Ibrahim said. This morning, you'll see a doctor. After that, there's somewhere I want to take you. By afternoon, Musa had been examined, given medicine, and received his first haircut in years. The man in the mirror was no longer the broken figure from the roadside. His eyes carried a faint spark. Ibrahim drove him to the city's edge, stopping before a small cream and brown house with a neat garden. It's beautiful, Musa said quietly. Whose is it? It's yours, Ibrahim replied with a smile. Musa's voice faltered. Ibrahim, this is too much. It's fully paid. No one can take it from you, Ibrahim assured him. Why would you do this for me? Musa whispered. Because I remember who you are, Ibrahim said, eyes glistening. You gave me books when I had none. You defended me when I was alone. You believed in me before I believed in myself. Musa shook his head, overcome. I only did what friends do. And now, Ibrahim said, placing a firm hand on his shoulder, I'm doing the same. Inside, the home was warm and welcoming. A cozy living room, a clean kitchen, a bright bedroom, and even a small office with a desk and bookshelf. I've also opened a bookshop and school supply store for you, Ibrahim added. It's next to a secondary school. You'll run it, and I'll cover the first year's expenses. I know your love for education. Let's put it to use. Musa's hands trembled. For the first time in years, his tears were not from pain, but from hope. Over the next few weeks, Musa's life transformed. He ran the store with discipline and care. Students came daily for pens, notebooks, and textbooks, some staying to ask questions about their studies. Musa never turned them away. You can't just memorize, he told one boy, pointing at a math problem. Understand the steps, and the answer will follow. Word spread quickly. People in the community began greeting him again, not as a beggar, but as Mr. Musa, a man who had risen from the ground up. One Saturday afternoon, while arranging books, he heard a soft voice behind him. Musa? He turned. The book nearly slipped from his hand. Standing at the door was Stella, his ex-wife. Her face was pale, her clothes plain and worn, her jewelry gone. Beside her sat a small suitcase. Can we talk? She asked quietly. Outside the shop, Musa folded his arms. What do you want, Stella? Tears filled her eyes. I have nowhere to go. He left me. The man I chose over you, sold our house, emptied my account, and ran off with another woman. I lost everything. Musa breathed deeply. I'm sorry for what happened, she whispered, and I'm asking if I can stay, just for a while. He looked at her for a long moment. This was the woman who had once walked away without a backward glance. Stella, he said calmly, I forgave you long ago, but I've moved on. My life is peaceful now. You chose your